You want to see that long line coming out of the ground? Turned around, it even looks like a tower. Check it out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of variation in this video. I have a lot of different varieties of captures. Trust me. Meteors. I got things on the sun, things in the sky here. This is on the moon. We're looking today at a whole bunch of things, but in particularly right now, tunnels, towers, right? 4K, there's Copernicus. 4K is going to be set up on the moon 2023. They're already talking about putting up 4K. Now listen, we put up 4K here with large towers. They're going to have to use towers on the moon now, wouldn't they? Look at this other tunnel leading in and out of Copernicus crater. And look how close it is. We're talking less than 20 kilometers away. It's right there. We can see it clear as day. It's hard to see the surface of the moon, you know. And you see some here on the over top of the smoke, but I proved that there was some under the smoke. And look at the smokes moving by, showing us dots on the surface. And this is just on the moon. We're going to go to infrared later, daytime UFO. Absolutely incredible, because I'm going to show you a satellite that supposedly is shooting lasers. It was just on the news a couple hours ago. Look at that. That's on the surface. More activity. Somebody told me, remember this structure? Sinus iridium. They go, can you get another angle at one point, like when the moon's turning on another moon phase? I got it there at a different moon phase. I got it 4 or 5 different moon phases. And people still say, must just be an image he made up. But in reality, those of you that come here know that I'm showing the truth. Let's divert a little bit. A lot of variation, you'll see. Check this out. This in Japan, okay, was located by obviously a large detector from Earth, and they saw lasers being shot out. They're saying it's this satellite from the States that is shooting it out. But that satellite from the States, as you can see here, analyzes and detects the ice sheets and whatnot. Supposedly that's what they're doing. But remember, we recently heard of a satellite going over Hawaii, a Chinese satellite that detected lasers coming downwards from a Chinese satellite. So I won't, this is Earth on the ground you're looking at, by the way. Looks very similar to the moon, doesn't it? When I convert it. So let's do a comparison. This is my footage, and it's not a laser, but look how similar it is. The exact same shape and form. You see lines or legs coming from that object. Those are birds, and that's not. See the lines going by? You can see as it's going down. It's incredible. Look how far away the moon is, to give you an idea how close that object was to me. What are these mysterious objects? Are they governmental drones, or is it alien technology? Watch that object go by to the left there. I don't know if you see it, depending on if you're looking at it on a micro telephone or 75-inch screen. You're going to appreciate the big screen today if you look at it. Do you see the lights coming from that? One last time. Check it out. Lots of stuff. Watch it. It's going by. Boom. 2 lights. Right? So these are all objects that are out there in the sky, day and night, that are going by. It's just that we're all working. We're all busy with our families and neighbors, and there's no time to take a good look at exactly what's going on. See the debris coming from this object? Oops. Whoa. Did you see that flash? And debris coming from it? I'm going to show you a light shooting out something, or like a projectile, or the projectile appearing at the moment it flashes strongly. See that? Like something they're sending outwards. You know the story of the UFOs, big motherships that have smaller lights that they let go, right? It's possible. Now back over in infrared. Well, we are infrared. We have been, actually. But like the satellite I showed you at the beginning, the ISAT-2, the Americans put up, that they're saying are shooting lasers. There's still no proof. Here is an exact event, except seen with my infrared. Could that actually be a laser that I caught coming from a satellite? And we have all the evidence in front of us. I'm not saying that it is. Could be meteors, but this meteor did not break up, which meteors usually break up. Oh, I can show you some too, and I can show you how they break up. They come in really big and then break up. This looks like a solid rod. Rod of God, some people say. The rods, there's lots of theories on it. It's interesting to look at it. Whoops, you see that one? Let's see it one more time. A couple more times real quick. A bit slower. This one breaks up. You see it disintegrate. The other one did not. With the infrared camera, right close to me, in the sky, flying by, and I say close to me, it would be up 400 or 500 kilometers, way probably over that, because it's what looks like debris spiraling around. You could see that object break up. So I was following a light, thinking it's a UFO, and then this thing breaks up. It could still be a UFO, but you could see, keep watching it. It's slinging its sides out. I've showed this before, but one of my favorites, I caught this a couple of years ago, actually 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Absolutely incredible capture, seeing the debris flying around. I mean, it's cool because they're talking about it on the news. Over to the moon on the surface. Legitimate structuring that is out of place and does not look natural. 90-degree angles do not produce themselves naturally in nature, and you can clearly see them there. Is it a Dyson sphere? Look at the tunnel that I showed you at the beginning of the video. I put it right up there on the small screen. All these proofs and signs that somebody is constructing or has constructed something on the moon. Look at the connection, the arrow there. For real, like a connection, descending connection. And you can see all the structuring right there. They don't have this all over the moon, but where they do have it, it looks like it's actually even covered by some type of lunar dirt or maybe trees, right? Hard to say trees because of the color. Look, for real, literally. Even the craters are made up of big boulders put around in circles that people are thinking are craters. No way in hell that I believe is a crater. An object hits the moon. This object, a massive fire comes out of the bottom of it as like a controlled descent. And I'll show you two very quickly. Different events, different captures, similar captures. There's the fire out the back at the end, and the other part is obviously the structuring, whatever it may be. It could be two thrusters. You could see it's an object, guys, that's thrusting out fire out of the end of something that looks like a piece of a chess piece. A horseman. You'll see. I'm going to turn it around right there. Whatever it may be, even debris, and I'm not saying it's not debris, but a fire comes out of it like a controlled descent. Bruce, have you ever captured this before? Yes, I have. Actually, 5-10 times, and I'm going to show you one real quickly after this one. But first, look at the fire coming out of that. If I'm seeing it here from Earth, it's because the fire is massive, guys. So this object is like that, coming down to the moon. Just like I was on the moon looking at it, because obviously I turned the image around. People were like, well, why are you turning the image around, Bruce? I got some weird questions at the beginning when I did this research. And I'll show you here the bigger screen where you could just actually see it's a square that's turned. But first, look at that fire coming out at the end. You can see it's one massive thrust of fire that occurred before. There's the square I turned, quite simply. You could see it as I change positions, which is always good. You should do the same to be able to get a view of things. Sometimes we look at something upside down also, and we can see it also a lot better. And last but not least, there'll be more videos. Let's head over. 7 days of rain here, snow coming tomorrow. Let's look at another incident where, again, fire appears at the end of an object. And obviously the object, you can't see it because it was pitch black. And this, I'm telling you guys, looks like another descent on the lunar surface. There it is. You see the ignition. Boom. You see the smoke and the fire mixed in all of that as this object is supposedly landing on the moon. Ladies and gents, thanks so much, everyone. See you in the comment section. Thanks for being here. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos.
Aliens up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are landing on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. soon.